Liverpool have won the FA Cup, beating Everton 3-2 after extra time in a thrilling and emotional final. Merseyside's pilgrimage to Wembley had been billed as a memorial to those who died at Hillsborough. Fittingly, the football paid the most eloquent tribute.
There were three teams at Wembley today: Liverpool, Everton and Merseyside United. There were further expressions of regional pride inside the stadium. It got the better of patriotism as the national anthem was drowned out by Merseyside. Moments later, silent respect for the Hillsborough dead. Liverpool, the favourites on form and national sympathy, made an extraordinary start. Their first attack after 4 minutes gave Aldridge his first touch, a goal for the man who last year had missed a cup final penalty. But urged on by their manager Colin Harvey, Everton staged a revival that was to transform the match. And in the very last minute, they equalised through their substitute McCall. It meant extra time. 5 minutes after the restart, Liverpool's more famous substitute put them back in front. Ian Rush, his first goal since February. But again, Everton came back. McCall, again, the scorer. An extraordinary occasion was producing a game to match. Rush's second was Liverpool's conclusive third. His season of intermittent form now irrelevant, he was back to his £3 million bet. With the removal of Wembley's perimeter fencing, there was a pitch invasion at the end. It was largely good-natured, but once the cup had been presented, there was little else to see. The fans on the pitch disrupted the traditional lap of honour. The fencing goes back up for England's fixture on Tuesday. Long after then, though, today's thrilling match will be remembered as a memorial to the 95 who died at Hillsborough.
In Liverpool, Cup final day brought further evidence of the camaraderie that's built up between Liverpool and Everton supporters since Hillsborough. Those who couldn't get match tickets crowded into city centre pubs to watch the game together, but traditional rivalries weren't forgotten.
On a normal hot Saturday afternoon, streets in the centre of Liverpool would be thronged with thousands of shoppers. But an all-Merseyside FA Cup final, 5 weeks after the Hillsborough disaster, meant a mass exodus of fans. In a city unrivalled in its affection for football, scores of fans not able to get tickets for the game packed into city centre pubs. Everton and Liverpool supporters watched side by side as their teams battled out a memorable cup final. It was a display of unity indicative of the atmosphere in Liverpool in recent weeks. Everton fans were jubilant after an equaliser in the dying seconds of normal time. But as Liverpool ran out eventual winners, it was the turn of their fans to raise their glasses and start preparing for the team's victorious return home tomorrow.
Sombre reminders of Hillsborough hung above the stadium, and down below a wreath had been laid at the foot of Wembley's Olympic monument. It wasn't the stadium's biggest crowd, but this was Merseyside's day. Inside, the mood was reflective, Jerry Marsden leading the fans in the traditional Anfield anthem. Then a minute of silence, which was respected throughout the ground. After Hillsborough, there were some who'd asked for the cup final to be cancelled. The teams, though, wanted to create their own tribute on the field. Today, they did just that. After 2 minutes, Liverpool were clearing off the line. Yet 2 minutes later, they were ahead. McMahon charging through Everton's defence to set up John Aldridge. It was a classic strike from the player who suffered the most after Hillsborough. And he could have done it again. This time the free header wasn't quite good enough. At half-time, the Liverpool fans relaxed on the running track. The fence is down for this game only. But they were back in their seats in time to watch John Barnes almost create a wonder goal of his own. Then, with less than a minute left, they watched in disbelief as Everton equalised. McCall scrambling the ball home. There'd been less than a minute to go. Extra time was one of the most spectacular half-hours Wembley has ever seen. First, Ian Rush, who'd come on for Aldridge, put Liverpool ahead. Then McCall again for Everton, a long shot which left Grobbelaar stranded. And somehow Liverpool still had enough left to win it with Rush's second. At the end, the fans came on. In the euphoria, it was inevitable. But the cup was Liverpool's, and Everton had helped them make the match a classic. John Aldridge was up in the air, and 2-goal Rush was almost over the moon.
Second one, I think Barnsley crossed it, and I've seen that one, I just glanced it the other way, and simple as that really.
Perfect game for you.
Perfect game for Liverpool.
Peter Staunton, ITN Sport, Wembley.
The Fans' Cup final convoy had rolled early from Merseyside, blue and red together as usual, but more subdued than in previous years. For Hillsborough survivors like Stephen Hendry, it was inescapably a final of mixed emotions.
There'll be a lot of people thinking back, especially the Liverpool fans who were at Hillsborough, who haven't travelled away since probably. They're going to be thinking back about the game.
As the friendly invasion continued by rail, there was a mood of looking forward too, to make the day a special one. And by the time Stephen took his Wembley seat, a safety precaution instead of his usual standing place, the atmosphere was more like normal. Post-match, the smiles were back, on Liverpudlian faces at least.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I think it's a fitting end to Everton. It was just one tremendous afternoon and I'm just made up the one.
Some supporters said they felt let down by the fans who ran onto the pitch. Others simply felt let down.
I don't want to talk about it.
Why?
I'm just despondent.
One half of Merseyside at least is heading home to celebrate tonight. This time the other half will begrudge it perhaps less than usual. Gary Imlach, ITN, with the Merseyside fans.
On Merseyside, the pubs were packed for those who couldn't make it to Wembley. Liverpool and Everton fans sat side by side for a match where the result was less important here than the occasion, as everyone joined the minute's silence for the victims of Hillsborough. Newlyweds Anne-Marie and Nicholas Buckton listened to the match in their limousine, the only cloud on their matrimonial horizon, which team they supported.
Who would you like to win?
Me. I'm a blue.
At a nearby street party, they celebrated Liverpool's victory. Young and old delighted that the cup was to come to Merseyside, whoever had won. But the dead were not forgotten. A new wreath at Anfield's Shankly Gate said, "We brought the cup back for you. We'll miss you," amid the cheers. Those cheers resounded here tonight as Liverpool and Everton fans rejoiced that a cup final tinged with such great sadness had become a festive occasion where both teams were winners.
Team that we all know, team that we call Liverpool, glory we will go. We won, and we into Europe too. And we played it, we all laugh and left them feeling
But after missing that penalty against Wimbledon 12 months ago, it couldn't have started better for you today, could it?
No, great ball by Mackay, you know. Great running ball by Mackay. And I've just guided it in well, so well, I think great start.
A bit disappointed to come off?
Yeah, but I was knackered. I was bladdered, so it was
What were your feelings when they got that equaliser in the last few seconds?
I felt worse than I did last year, I think.
What were your feelings when those two equalisers went in from Everton?
No. You kept looking for somebody to kick something out, did you? Yeah. Well, we did anyway. They kept looking for somebody to kick it in. But that's just the way it goes, isn't it? I mean, as I say, we've done it to teams before in the past. And to the credit, our lads came back like after they equalised into extra time. It's usually when a team equalises late, the 90 minutes is what they did. It usually gives them a bit of incentive to go forward into extra time. A lot more confidence and enthusiasm. But that's a tribute to these lads here. They've been absolutely magnificent. There's 13 used there today, and there's 4 or 5 sitting there that's made a contribution throughout the cup. And although they 13 have got the medals, the rest of them also have been very, very good to us, and we're absolutely delighted with them.
Rushy, did you really not expect to be named even as a sub on Friday?
I half expected it, but you know, the manager, he picked who he wants, so I think there's a chance that I wasn't going to be sub as well, yeah.
Quite a turnaround then to be sub and then to come on and get the 2 goals that have won the cup.
It's nice to come on and score 2 goals, but I only played 1 game before, so all the other lads have done all the hard work to get us there, and I've just played a little part to help us, you know, to win it.
Just tell us about your 2 goals.
Well, the first one, I think it was Nico. I made the run and he gave a great ball in, I controlled it. I just went to go one way, and just turned and I think it went in the roof of the net, past Neville. And the second one, Barnes, just put a good early crossing, and he knew how good I was in the air. so I just I just managed to glance it past Neville, and in the end they just proved to be easy goals.
Sure. Well, I think throughout the game we always felt we had the edge. Well, all we needed to do was step up a gear, and I think with them scoring it made us step up a gear, and it happened twice. They scored again and we stepped up a gear again. So, as I say, we always had the edge and we're always quite confident.
It's been quite a season for you, hasn't it?
It's been unbelievable. It's not finished yet though, hopefully.
And it was to be an intensely good-humoured day. Where else but at the Liverpool Supporters Club would you find rival Evertonians invited in to share the occasion? Out on the street, some people were finding plenty to enjoy even before 3 o'clock. Street parties began early and lasted all afternoon. And whatever your age, there was only one theme: Everton v Liverpool. But come kick-off time on Merseyside's best-known landmark, and for the next 2.5 hours, much of Liverpool imposed its own curfew, and it revelled in an extraordinary cup final.
This is Nicol looking for McMahon. Good through ball. He got away from Ratcliffe. Oh, and John Orby's in a great position, and Liverpool has scored. Watson heads it forward to Crotty. Sharp. Chances here. Nevin. And outside him a chance too. And Gobala. Nicol. Oh, there's Russia there. Rush!
Why aren't you watching the cup final? Because the wife's shopping. And I'm minding the baby.
Ratcliffe. Here's the call again. Oh, yes! Whelan. McMahon. Barnes. Rush! Goal!
Doesn't matter who won today, Liverpool or Everton, it's all for Merseyside, and that's down to us.
The most exciting game I've ever seen, the best FA Cup final ever, and it's dedicated to the 95 who died.
I feel sad and I feel happy because families are missed, and sad for all the Evertonians that gone down there. But it's hard to live through.
This evening, as the presses rolled on a special football pink, the message was clear. Ian Rush's match, but Merseyside really had won the day. In the shadow of the Anfield Cop, there was a cup final action replay going on, and Liverpool won that too. Today hadn't lessened the memories of the tragedy and the trauma of Hillsborough. If anything, it heightened them. And outside the Anglican Cathedral tonight, that was apparent. But Merseyside has smiled again. It had been a proud day.
Goes on.
place I love, and here I'll stay.